Hello everyone, we are here today to present the harnesses, and we have the wave harness and the slalom harness. We're going to show you a little bit in detail the harnesses, and we are going to tell you also a little bit which one to choose between the two. Nowadays in slalom, a lot of people are using the wave harness and not anymore the seat harness, and especially in the PWA World Tour as well. Like our world champion Matteo Iachino is using the wave harness, and I think nearly 99% of the guys are using the wave harness instead of the usual seat harness for slalom sailing. And there are some advantages that the wave harness brings to slalom, and of course there are also other advantages that the seat harness is bringing. And is it fashion or not? This is something that you have to a little bit decide yourself. We're going to tell you a little bit the differences so that you can choose if you want to go slalom sailing with the wave harness or a slalom harness. And then of course we're going to tell you in detail how this is designed and why it's done in this way. So let's start with the wave harness directly. This is the wave harness that we are proposing, and it's very simple, light. There's no extra stuff built into it because we believe always that simple is better, and less gimmicks makes it more practical, and it will last therefore longer without all the extra stuff built on it. So what we have on this wave harness is that the size of the support is slightly bigger than the usual harnesses, wave harnesses, and this is because if you use it for slalom sailing or if you want to use it just for free riding, it has an extra support on your back, so the load of the sail is distributed more along a bigger area of your back, and therefore it gives you less pressure and it's more comfortable. But at the same time, the edges are very soft. So if you're freestyling or you're wave sailing, you have the comfort, but at the same time, because the edges are soft this way, when you're moving, you're actually having the edges to bend, and therefore they're not in the way, and you're not going to be limited by the size of the support. So that's one of the things. Now wearing it, it's very simple. Just have the waistband here, and you have the hook which goes into the quick lock system. You close it and you can pull it all the time to the desired tension. And then you have behind here just the easy places to fit the extra ropes. Just behind here like that. And therefore it looks clean. The wings here are made so that the hook is not moving, and having it so simple, it makes it really hard for the harness to slip up or down. You actually, once you place it on your body, it actually stays in the same place you decided to wear it on. So it's very comfortable that you don't have to push it down all the time and stuff like this, which is very annoying when you're having a waist harness. So as said before, as you see on both sides, it's very free. Forward is very free, and at the back the edges are bending so that you're very free to do all the moves in freestyle and waves. So that's a big advantage. The hook is not moving, it's fixed. It's very light. It's not massive in the front, so it's simple, fast open and close, so everything is there. Now, for example, why some riders are using it in slalom sailing is because your legs are free. Being legs are free means that when you have to jibe, so when you have to get up from the stance of just sailing, stand up, you're actually more free, and when you're jibing with the waves and stuff, your legs are more free to move. You don't have the classical webbings around your legs which are actually blocking a little bit the movement. So this is one of the reasons. Another reason is when you turn the sail and you hook onto the harness, you don't have to sit down to get acceleration. It's just faster to hook on and get the immediate speed, because with the seat harness to get the acceleration and power you need to sit down. That takes like not even half a second, but it's already like a small advantage lost. So these are the main reasons. Also, if you're going against the chop, you have high chop over in front of you, then of course if your legs are free, it's easier to absorb the shock of the waves, and therefore if your legs are not locked in by the webbing and it's not too low the harness, that gives it much more control. So when you're actually using a waist harness, you're also using like a shortened harness lines compared to a seat harness. So this is more or less the waist harness. So now, if we go to the, you see it's very simple to open. Seat harness has a lot of adjustments. So it has a top buckle, a bottom buckle, the back buckles, and the legs webbing straps. So it's first part you have to put in this, then you have the leg straps to hook on. Leg straps put on, and then hook. It's the first time I'm using it, so it's all to be adjusted. So as you see, you have the quick release here on both sides, because often if you want to use this just to downhole your sail, it's free. You don't have to take out your harness from your body to use the hook to downhole your sail. You can just take it out, just the hook like that. It's very fast, comfortable. And then as you see, you have the lower buckle and the top buckle to stop the hook from moving. So, and then you have the leg straps. Now, as you see, the seat harness hook is much lower than the waist harness. The waist harness was about here, and then you can also set it a bit higher, and this is pretty low. Having a low harness hook means that you have more power. More power means normally more speed, but also less control in some conditions. So, this is why we have the two buckles, a low one and a top one. Let's say you want to sail in strong wind, in light wind, let's start from. Light wind, you need power. So light wind means that if you want more power, you can actually use the hook in a lower position. So you can actually release the top buckles here at the top. You can put the hook lower and pull more the lower one by just, so you pull the lower one, and the top ones you just pull a little bit just to give the stability, but the hook is very low. And then you also pull a lot the straps around the legs. In case you're going in strong wind, what you do, you release a little bit the leg straps, you release all the buckles here, and you can move the hook up here and just block on the top buckle. And the bottom ones, you just pull them to give stability. This way you actually have increased the height of the hook for about 10 cm, and it gets very close to what a waist harness hook positioning is. This way you can actually choose the power you want in your harness. And it's very important in slalom, because if you go in light wind, like 9286 weather, so with big sails, then, or anyway, let's say 7-8, but light wind, flat water, you can actually, as I said before, just pull the bottom ones, have the hook lower. In case you're going strong wind, choppy water, 5'2", 5'6", 6'2", and wavy and choppy, then you can just release the bottom, the leg straps, and pull the higher buckles. This way you will have more control. So it gives you actually different options to actually have performance on your way through the harness. And I'm personally using the seat harness. I'm one of the few guys left in the World Tour, and I feel that I can get more speed out of the seat harness because I can actually sit on the harness and give more pressure to the fin and accelerate better, have more speed. Of course, when it gets to a very difficult conditions, I have to put up the hook and release my straps to get as close as I can to a waist harness. And so this is the main things of on how you adjust the seat harness. I hope this is clear for you, and try it out.